Tiger Woods, y'all. Tiger Woods, y'all. It's all good, y'all. Tiger Woods, y'all. It's all good, y'all. Tiger Woods, y'all.
Welcome back
It's
to the
all
New
good,
England
y'all.
Golf Radio
I drink
Show.
champagne when
We got
I
Tiger Woods,
have
y'all,
fun.
on there for you on this Sunday, 4th of July weekend. Happy birthday, America, tomorrow. Happy 4th of July weekend, everybody out there. I hope you're enjoying it. It looks like the weather is going to clear up around here, which is a good thing. We got to talk about the AT&T hosted by Tiger Woods. If you want to weigh in on this topic, call in 883-9900. Let us know your thoughts on anything we're talking about in this segment. We'll give you 4 tickets to the LPGA Futures event at Beaver Meadow going on later this month. Certainly going to be a great event. You can get out there and watch those pros hit golf shots. It's a lot of fun. Going to be a blast. We had Ed Deshays on last week, talked about it. Call in anytime during this segment. Voice your opinion, 883-9900. We want to hear from you for sure. So the AT&T National hosted by Tiger Woods right outside of Philadelphia, and I got to slow down for this one. I got to slow down for this golf course name. It's Aramanik, and I've been practicing that all week. Golf Club, par 70, 7,200 yards. Justin Rose won it last year. Hosted by Tiger. Saw an interview with him, press conference with him before the tournament. Basically, everybody's asking, when are you coming back? That was the big question. Tiger says, I don't know. And that's the frustrating thing for me. There's no timetable on my return. It's really frustrating for me. I'm a goal-oriented guy. I'm getting frustrated with these injuries. What do you think, Chris? Is he coming back? Is he not coming back? Is he done? He seemed to be in good spirits at the press conference.
Well, if he doesn't know, how's anyone else supposed to? I mean, you'd feel like at some point there would be a timetable. At this point, there should be. I mean, for him to be injured this long and to still, unless he's just playing the game and doesn't really want to talk about it,
right?
Because it's going to be longer than he thinks. But if there's really no timetable, how can there be no timetable? He's got the best doctors in the world looking at him and trying to fix his swing and telling him, hey, this is when you can play golf again to earn your living and do what you do your whole life, basically. And there's no timetable? Like, really? Like, how is that possible?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I don't understand where the no timetable comes from unless he's taking pages out of the Bill Belichick injury report system. I mean, is he playing coy? Does he have any reason to play coy? I mean, it doesn't seem like it makes any sense to me. It seems as though Tiger should have an idea as to when he can return to the golf course. I think he's going to come back this year. Certainly not going to play in the British, but I think soon after that, and I'll stick to what I said all year long, I think he's going to win an event this year. I don't think it'll be a major, but I think he's going to win an event. And when he comes back, he's going to be healthy. The reports were that he hasn't hit a full golf shot this whole time. He's certainly walking now, so that's good. Hopefully he's been working on his putting, something that he's struggled with, because he can certainly do that. If you can walk, you can putt. I mean, you don't even really need to be able to walk to putt. So Tiger coming back this year.
You can putt.
Yeah, if you can stand, you can putt. You're staying stable, all those things. So hopefully he's been working on his short game. But it's ridiculous for him to say no timetable, and I think that's part of the reason why he stayed out of the media. He said no timetable. It kind of ends the conversation. It doesn't open any doors. If he gives the media a timetable, then they got him all week. Okay, when is it? When is it? What tournament? What tournament? What tournament? They can track him down. They can bother him with it. Maybe that's what he's thinking. If I give him no timetable, they'll just leave me alone. And it appears that they have. We haven't seen him much. We'll see him today. He'll give the trophy to the champion and maybe make a little speech. Hopefully he won't interview himself as he did a couple of years ago when he won it.
This is what his speech is going to be.
I drink champagne with Tiger.
And it should be. I mean, the winner should certainly be drinking champagne with Tiger Woods. There's no doubt about it. You win this golf tournament, you deserve a night to hang out with Tiger. And I don't know. Maybe Tiger's not hanging out anymore after all his troubles, but you never know. As I said, Aramanik Golf Club in Pennsylvania, right outside of Philadelphia, par 70, 7,200 yards. The hardest hole on this course, par 3/8, 244-yard hole. I mean, 244-yard par 3. A lot of amateurs
ridiculous.
will be hitting drivers and just hoping to get there. Fun to watch these pros struggle with that hole. A lot of them hitting hybrids, and some of the shorter guys hitting 3-woods. And a really, really interesting hole to watch.
What would you hit at 244 par 3?
244 for me would probably be a 3-wood.
3-wood?
Yeah, if it's downhill and depending on where they put the tees, I'd probably hit a hybrid there. But, I mean, to think about hitting that to a par 3 is – you got to have control of your golf ball. Let's just put it that way.
I'd use a slingshot.
Yeah, certainly a challenging hole. I might hit wedge. I don't know. Who knows? Depends on how I'm striking it that day. But certainly fun to watch these guys struggle to hit a long par 3 with what would essentially be hybrids and 3 irons for them, depending on where they put the tees on a day-to-day basis. The weather in Philly not supposed to be good this afternoon. What they did is they bumped up the tee times. So now they're bumped up the tee times, and they're also going to play in threesomes instead of twosomes. I think this will have an impact on the play. The leaders are going to be playing together. There's going to be 3 of them there instead of 2. I don't know if it adds pressure or takes away pressure. Be interesting to see how that plays out. Young guys in the lead right now. Nick Watney, Chris's guy.
Let's go, Nicky. Come on, baby.
-9. Ricky Fowler at -9. And KJ Choi, another one of Chris's guys at -8, right there in second place. All 3 of these guys playing together. We talked about Watney a lot. Chris loves his cousin and loves Nick as well. I think you love Nick, right? Why not? We talked about him a lot. A great player who absolutely bombs it off the tee. Shot an 8 under 62, which is the course record up there yesterday, and really, really played well. Watney's been in the lead several times on the PGA Tour. He only went on to win it one time in 2007 in the Zurich Classic. He's earned his 3rd PGA Tour victory earlier this year at the Cadillac. Good win for him there. However, struggled in majors throughout his career. Had the lead at the PGA last year and just absolutely blew up. Shot an 81, and I know it affected Heidi on Nesson later that night. She was depressed when she was doing the sideline reporting for the Red Sox.
I know. But later when she came home, I had the comfort.
Yeah,
her. It was really
I'm sure. You got Ricky Fowler tied with him at -9. Only the second time Fowler's held a share of the lead on the PGA Tour after 54 holes. He held it at the Memorial, and he finished second. So a guy that's not used to being in this situation as well, but a young gun. His best finish is an 8th this year. And the question is, how well do these guys handle the pressure? Ricky Fowler doesn't have a PGA Tour win. Nick Watney does. It'll be interesting to see these guys paired together, playing together. And then you throw KJ in the mix, who won the TPC Players, has been playing unbelievable this year. Just slow, steady, really, really good player, and just a guy that has the experience and is not going to be rattled by anything. So you got these 2 young guys playing who will see how they handle the pressure, especially Ricky Fowler, who hasn't won. And then you have KJ, who's just as steady as they come, playing in that group. Really interesting dynamic. Interested to see how all that plays out. You also have Steve Marino in the mix at -7, and Webb Simpson -7, Adam Scott -7. Adam Scott's a guy who finished tied for second at the Masters. So a guy that's played well, had the lead on day 2. I think he likes the golf course. Webb Simpson's looking for his first PGA Tour win. Another guy you have to say, well, how does he handle the pressure? And then Steve Marino, which a lot of analysts are picking, a really good player who absolutely bombs it off the tee, and somebody who certainly has the potential to win. Shot a 63 yesterday, so it was 1 shot off that course record set by Nick early, or actually Nick set it later in the day. So Marino actually had tied for the course record earlier in the day, and then was beat by Nick Watney, who shot the course record. So somebody who's playing well, a 63 on Saturday, certainly could come through and pull it out. A lot of guys in the mix, young guys. How do they handle the pressure? Chris, this is a true conflict for you. You got KJ in there in the group with Nick Watney. You got some other guys that you could go off the board and pick. Who are you taking?
This is a real big problem for me because yesterday on my Sports Saturday program, I spent the whole day talking. It's a 4-hour show, and I spent about 3 hours and 47 minutes talking about how much I hate Darnell McDonald and how he needs to be out of the lineup. And he hit a 3-run home run in Houston last night that I think just now landed in Dallas. And I'm totally wrong. I'm on a terrible, terrible streak when it comes to these things.
So
I don't want to jinx anyone. I don't want to jinx either of them.
Him.
I'm going to pick Ricky Fowler because I don't really like Ricky Fowler that much. I don't like watching him play. I really want either Nick or KJ to win, so I'm picking Ricky in the hopes that it's the reverse jinx.
You're going with the reverse jinx strategy, something that's never been done in this program, and he's going to pick Ricky Fowler. Why don't you like Ricky? He wears Puma. He's a motorcycle guy, or a motocross guy, I should say.
Yeah.
Young gun. Fun to watch play.
He's one of the few young golfers that I just
great to see him play.
Bothers me. I don't know why.
Makes his own. He made his own swing. Doesn't have a coach. Well, he does have a coach, but doesn't do any video analysis. Doesn't get real technical with it. A guy that can bomb it. A guy that putts it well. And if his short game is going, and it is this week, he's a guy that can win. And you know what, Chris? I hope you're not jinxing me because I'm going to take Ricky Fowler to win the tournament.
You're doing Fowler too?
And this will be my 3rd week in a row picking winners if we get this one right. So we're going to stick together on this one on the 4th of July and hope that Ricky 4th of July weekend and hope that Ricky pulls this out. Me and Chris both taking Ricky Fowler, a guy that, as I said, bombs it off the tee. If he gets his short game going, gets the putter rolling, he can really play well. I think he handles the pressure, gets his first PGA Tour win. As I said, really interesting dynamic to watch. The coverage is going to be on at 12:30 at Golf Channel because of the early start times. 3 guys in the group. It'll slow down play a little bit, and you're going to watch these young guns play with a guy that is not going to waver. KJ Choi is a really, really steady player who hits it in the fairway and hits greens and makes putts. So really, really interesting tournament. And I want to see Tiger give Ricky the trophy. Ricky will probably have his Puma hat on backwards, and just they'll probably go out and drink some champagne, to be honest with you, if he wins it. And it'll be great to see him do that. And if Ricky wins, what does Tiger say at the trophy presentation besides?
That's what he says.
He's right there. Let's go drink some champagne, Ricky. Enjoy ourselves in Philadelphia. We are running out of time here on the New England Golf Radio Show. Next week, we'll recap the AT&T. Hopefully, I'll go 3 for 3, and Chris will go 1 for 1 starter streak, right? And Ricky Fowler will win. We'll talk about the John Deere Classic, and we'll have a British Open preview. That's going to be in 2 weeks. John Deere out in Illinois. Steve Stricker, the defending champion there, a Midwest guy. So some interesting storylines there. We'll see how the whole drug testing thing plays out throughout the week. We will do that all next week. Give away some more tickets. Call in. You can get those tickets next week right here on the New England Golf Radio Show. Have a great 4th of July. I know I'm going to get out on the boat and enjoy myself this weekend. It's going to be great. Watch some golf, all those sort of things. We'll see you right here next week on the New England Golf Radio Show. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Happy 4th.
I'm going to be the head greenskeeper, hopefully within 6 years. That's my schedule.
Where you're comfortable, no matter what the place is. Health is a delicate gift, and what we are sustaining.